Good afternoon from AlphaCars. My name is Tom, coming to you from our Northampton location, and today I am so excited to share with you this 2019 Ural Gear Up. I'll give you a quick condition overview around the entire motorcycle, and we'll touch on some of the more intricate details and what makes this particular one probably the nicest used gear up that I've come across in my time here at AlphaCars. Now, this bike is currently showing right around 3,900 miles, so just under 4,000 original miles. But we'll start here just going over a quick condition overview, focusing on the paint first off. Let's start here at the very nose of the motorcycle, looking at that fender. Absolutely stunning paint quality. You can see it's glossy beyond belief. It looks great. You can see only the smallest of imperfections anywhere throughout the motorcycle. You see the fender looks great with all the powder-coated black accents. We have the large touring windshield here, going to provide you some awesome wind protection, and the paint looks great. Even more impressively, the windshield panel itself looks amazing, super clear, even on a bright sunny day like today. As we make our way back, despite the paint looking kind of like a gray or a black in the shade, once you see it in the sun, you can begin to notice a bit more of that blue in the paint. It looks absolutely amazing here, and I think it fits a Ural perfectly. It's subtle, but a really high-end touch with that kind of royal frozen blue look. It's very cool. Now looking here, the Ural badges, they're finished in silver, provide a beautiful contrast, which I love. You see the tank pads on the sides, absolutely free of any kind of wear. They look great. The tank looks perfect all the way around. You can see some paint protection film installed in the very back where, say, a belt buckle or something might rub up against the tank. The owner thought, let's protect that right away, so the paint underneath that is brand new from the factory. It looks absolutely amazing. Looking here at the seat fitted, we have this single bench seat, which I absolutely love. Gives you the freedom to slide forward and back to really fine-tune your riding position exactly how you like it, and it leaves room for this really nice little luggage rack fitted here on the back. Great for some storage, but also it just adds to that kind of rugged utility look on the Ural. And we'll touch a lot more on the motorcycle stuff here in a minute, but let's take a quick look at the condition of the sidecar. Now, looking here at the inside, paint absolutely amazing. Look at the reflection of the engine in the paint. I mean, it's really hard to come across a bike that's been this well cared for with almost 4,000 miles on the clock. Looking a bit further back, this beautiful powder-coated black bumper is fitted. Again, adds to that really rugged look, which I love. You can see the paint here at the back and that bright two-wheel drive badge. Again, we'll get more technical in the next lap around the machine. So, looking here at the outside of the sidecar, again, that glossy reflective quality is unbelievable. You can see the lower portion of the sidecar is fully undercoated, which we love to see. It's going to keep that nice and protected. The sidecar fender looks factory fresh, and there's good reason for that, because in the same way that the previous owner said, hey, let's PPF over that portion to protect the paint, he thought we should do that with the fender as well. So this fender does have paint protection film there. You can see it on the top, because this is where people might, rest their arm if they're in the sidecar, or things might just accidentally nick or touch the paint. He protected it. It's in amazing condition thanks to that precaution. Looking a bit lower here, we have this rubber side step. You can see no nicks or marks anywhere on that powder-coated black section there. Front bumper on the sidecar looks great. The nose of the sidecar paint is tremendous. I mean, again, hard to describe just how nice this has held up. Looking here at the windshield, again, super clean. We love to see that. And now we'll get a little bit more technical here. So, starting at the very front of the motorcycle, turn the wheel a little bit. So you can see the Brembo front calipers and rotors, stunning condition. Of course, you want to have nice brakes on a motorcycle, but it makes it even better having 3 points of contact with the road as opposed to the traditional 2 on a motorcycle. These things can stop remarkably quickly. Looking at where the exhaust meets the engine, very nice condition there, and you get a little bit of that cool color from that nice hot exhaust. Now looking at the engine itself, it was chosen to be powder-coated black from the factory, which is a great look with this spec. It's a 749cc opposed piston twin, producing around 41 horsepower and 42 pound-feet of torque. Power is delivered through a dry clutch into a 4-speed manual transmission controlled via these controls here, with a reverse gear controlled via these controls. And then it's sent through a drive shaft into a final drive. So of course, no chain adjustment, nothing like that. It is all rugged drive shaft into your final drive, which then sends power underneath the sidecar When selected, of course, it is selectable via a lever just behind your right foot, and it sends power out to your sidecar wheel for optimum traction if you're in a really low traction situation, but usually you can get away with just spinning up this rear tire. So the engine looks great, it runs amazing. We'll start it up here in just a moment. You have, of course, your fuel canister and your shovel fitted here to the side of the sidecar. We have a full-size spare wheel and tire underneath this beautiful vinyl cover. And then in just a moment, I'll open up the sidecar, but we'll end on that note. So real quick, let's turn the bike on because there's a couple more quick notes I'd like to show off. See the needle sweep and the mileage reflected just there. One thing I'd like to show you as I hit this switch to turn on the hazard lights is that this bike was completely retrofitted with LED lighting. So you take a look here in the headlight, extremely bright, nice white clear lighting. You can see your hazards with that sharp blinking being LEDs, extremely bright, notably brighter than you would find from the factory setup. Even in the brightest of bright days like we have right now, it's extremely bright. You can also see the brake light is LED, or I guess you can't see it because I'm not braking at the moment, but it is extremely bright and very, very quick to respond. Let's kill those hazards. Quickly hit this weatherproofed switch right here to show off the bright LED spotlights here fitted to the nose of the sidecar, giving you lots of great visibility when needed. And then bike is in neutral and parking brake right here is applied. So let's fire it up. Take a look at this, just how nice this bike runs. Ready? So one or maybe two cranks, this bike fires right up and immediately finds its happy idle. It doesn't have to fluctuate up or down. It doesn't get lazy or excited. It just sits right where it's going to for as long as you like. It's really, really impressive. You can tell the prior owner took great pride in keeping this bike running exactly as it's supposed to. I'll give it a couple gentle revs. And then look, when I release the rev, it falls right back to that idle. That's a really nice thing to find. So a couple of final quick things here on the motorcycle. Here, this gauge you'll see mounted to the really cool optional mud guards above your shins there is a gauge that monitors the temperature of each cylinder for you, and it's right in view while you're riding the motorcycle, as you can see. So it gives you that peace of mind. You can monitor more data about the motorcycle. There's a sensor for each independent cylinder, and they're both reflected on that one gauge, which I love to see. But next up, let's open up the sidecar. Now, as you can see, it's fitted with this Cordura cover, which is in amazing condition, looks very, very nice. And then we have the vinyl forward skirt there on the windshield. But I'm gonna put the camera down for a moment and take this cover off so we can take a look at the interior. Be right back. All right, so I've opened up the sidecar completely, as you can see. So the trunk is operated via this latch just here. It opens right up, and in there you can see it's incredibly clean and very spacious. I do have the sidecar cover that I just removed sitting right here, as you can see, as well as the owner's manual pouch just there, but it all looks great. Now, the actual interior of the sidecar itself in very nice condition. We have power outlet just there. We have our rubber floor mat, and the seat is looking lovely. Now, another thing to note, this bike, I mentioned how lovely that single bench seat is with the rack behind it, but if you decide you might be riding two up on the bike plus one, maybe your dog, or just another friend here in the sidecar, and you want the full bench seat, this bike does come with one as well, as you can see here. Absolutely beautiful condition, looks just about brand new to me. And while it sits here, that was just living right there in the sidecar. I did neglect to hook up the forward skirt here, but as you can see, very easily pops right into place, and then just twist all of those 90 degrees and it's locked right in. So very easily this all goes back together, but it is kind of a two-handed operation. So I'll be right back and we'll close this out. See you in a minute. All right, and just like that, it's all back together. Just an incredible opportunity to own a really, really well cared for Ural, a beautiful spec with a lot of cool options. But of course, if you have any further questions, please reference the listing at alphacars.com, and there you're going to find all of the relevant contact information. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We hope to hear from you soon. Thank you from AlphaCars.